everybody, I'm Brooke from Brooke Archer Health. We've just made mayonnaise in the last video of this series. Now we're going to take that mayonnaise and make it into one of my next most favourite sauces because we use it a lot at my house, but it's my Big Mac style sauce. So this is one where it's really utilising some of those tangy, delicious flavours that you might put on a burger at home and make yourself. So this one's really great. We've got the mayonnaise, so now we've got that as our base. All we've got to do is add some more flavour to it. Now, I haven't cleaned out my machine from when I made the mayonnaise, so I'm just going to put that whisk back in there because we want to keep it a light consistency and we want to be able to mix a lot of these ingredients through really easily, okay? So we're going to add in one whole portion of the mayonnaise. That's our basis for the sauce, okay? So now we're going to add in 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. Still got that nice, light, creamy consistency to it. You could also, if you don't have Dijon mustard, I've also done this with adding in mustard powder as well. Probably about 1 to 1.5 teaspoons equivalent of it. Now you're going to add in a pickle. So just a simple pickle like this, you're gonna trim off the ends and finely dice it. You could obviously pop this into the Thermomix and process it up with some of the other ingredients. But what I find is that the pickle will be more sludgy than it is chopped. And when you actually dice the pickle, you get some of that really nice texture to the actual sauce. So we'll add that in. It looks like a lot, but it's delicious, trust me. And in my family, we like it that really sort of tanginess to it as well. So, but it's just one of these small pickles diced up for you. Then we're going to actually add some of the pickle juice. Now this sounds strange, but they'll use vinegars and things and flavors in the actual pickling of them. And we can utilize that rather than wasting it and instead adding like more vinegar or something to it. So we're going to add 3 tablespoons of the pickling juice. Now this has all the flavors of those pickles. Depending on the pickling juice, sometimes you might want to have a taste of it and even add in a 4th. Some of these have been with little half spoons, so I'm going to do a 4th. Now when you're looking at your pickles, make sure that you can identify all the ingredients that they've added to it. Try and find one where there's not a lot of sugars or preservatives or additives added to it so that you can steer clear of those where possible. You really want to just be looking at the pickling ingredients and your pickles. That's it. Water is going to be one of your ingredients too. So try and keep it as clean as you possibly can when you're looking for one of these in the shops. All right, now we're going to add smoked paprika. Now with paprika, there's sweet, there's hot, and there's smoked. Might even be some other ones as well. But this really, the flavor of the smoked one is where this sauce will come alive. You can obviously use the regular paprika, which is the sweet one, but it won't have that same smoky sort of flavor to it. So half a teaspoon in with your other ingredients. We're going to do the same of garlic powder and onion powder as well. So just half a teaspoon. Now, you'll also be adding in some dill. So dried dill is what I actually use. You can use fresh, of course, but I tend to find that the dried dill works really well and the flavour intensifies, you know, if you make this sauce in advance as well. So we're going to add just another ½ a teaspoon of that, so it's really easy to remember. ½ a teaspoon of your smoked paprika, dill, onion and garlic powder as well. And then the last ingredient is actually ½ a tablespoon of coconut sugar. Now, I tend to use this because again, it gives it that sort of nice caramelly flavour with it as well, but it will add to the colour of it, and it's helping to balance out the sort of sour, sweet component where we've got vinegar and a little bit of sugar, and it's only a little bit of it too. Okay, so we've got all the ingredients in there. For this one, I am going to add the lid just to keep everything in there. And we're going to just process that on a reverse with the Thermomix. You can add that, but when you've got the whisk in there, it's not really going to chop anything up because it's covering, partially repairing the blades. We'll turn that up to about 3 to 4 again for a couple of seconds, about 20 to 30 seconds. We should have delicious sauce. Once again, once that's started mixing through, I'm going to scrape it down again because I really want to make sure that we're not leaving any clumps of mayonnaise there, that we're not missing any of the dried sort of herbs. Definitely looking good though. So just another 10 seconds. Okay, yum. Feels like burgers now. We're just going to remove again the butterfly whisk or the whisk from your food processor. Now I'm going to scrape it out into the bowl, and you've got a super simple Big Mac style sauce that is perfect to go with so many things, not just burgers. There you have it, my Big Mac style sauce. Nobody saw that. Yum, yum.